Here's a quick Photoshop tutorial. I've just been making this paper from the digitals that came with the side-by-side kit, and so I just thought I'd share it with you. I'm going to put a photo here, I think, or some journaling, and it'll fold out, and then here there might be some little photos, there might be some embellishments. I could use some of these vellum ones I've printed out to make pockets. I could put some sequins behind them. There's lots of different options, but I just like the shape, and I thought I'll spread out the ones that say the words and then mix in the colours. So this is how you do it if you just want to have a go. So go to where on your computer you've got the digital stored and open the folder. Every year I make a new folder for December Daily, and this one says December Daily 25, and then I put in there any digitals I buy this year plus any that I buy or I get with the classes. So I'm going to open the papers, and I'm going to open this Coloured Stars paper. So that's my background. And then I do the same thing for the tags. So I go File, Open, and I go back into that file and I look at the plastic labels, and I just pick a selection from here. I decided to pick a few with words on, a few with stars on, and open those up. So I just click Open and they'll appear in your desktop. So if we go back to the paper, get the paper on the screen, I can now select some of these and just arrange them in a grid format on my background paper. It doesn't matter where they go. Mix and match the colours. You can have red and green. Don't have two the same colour side by side. I'm going to leave a bigger gap here because this is where I'm going to fold it. So I'm just pulling them up, try and get a word on each row, so like that, and just line them up however you want them. Magical, I can't have that there because it's the same colour, so I'll put that one on the bottom row, and just mix and match them how you want. If you wanted, you can then print it out just as it is, or you could actually use one of these shapes to create a mask for a photograph. So if I'll just show you quickly how you can do that. So say, for instance, this one, you wanted to create a mask to put a photo in there. So what I would do is I'd get my rectangular marquee tool and just cut this word out to start with. And I would just put that on a new layer via cut. So that's cut that out the background. It's now on its own layer over here. And I can actually go in and delete that layer now. And if I do that, that word's gone. And then I'm going to get my magic wand tool, which is this one, and I'm going to click in the middle here, and it's selecting the inside of that shape. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go layer, new layer, layer via cut again. And so that's put the white on a separate layer. So I've got the red on one layer and the white on another layer. So if I just hide the red layer for now, I can see I've got the white layer here, but I've got a hole in the middle where I had the words. So I'm just going to fill that in by getting my paint bucket and clicking on there, and it fills it in. It's a slightly different white, so I'll just fill around it as well. So now this is all one piece. So this is the piece I'm going to use to mask my photo in. So at the moment I've got a white layer and I've got a red layer. So now I'm going to get from my photo bin a photo. So I'll pull that in, drag that into there. I'm going to just stretch it out a bit, mind you, Christmas glasses. Put that there like that. And then making sure, click done, and making sure that that is directly above the white layer that we want to create the clipping mask with to shape it. I'm going to right click on the photograph and create clipping mask, and that makes the photo jump inside the frame. So it's as simple as that. So just maybe shape it up a bit, make it a bit smaller, centralize it where you want it. Done. And then what I would do is I'd make several of these on one piece of photo paper, print them out, and then you could cut them out and put them in some of these shapes. You could put them on top of some of these shapes. You could cut them out with the die if you got the die from Ali. I've ordered the die, but it hasn't arrived yet. So I'm going to cut this out by hand and put it on the paper with whatever photo I want. So I just thought I'd share that little tutorial.